Hi, everyone. As you know, life is way too stressful. You keep hearing about this new normal, all the changes you have to make to not be a dinosaur. Well, I say relax. And we know nothing relaxes lawyers more than physics. So the basic idea here is that the world seems so complex, and yet if you find the simplicity that underlies the complexity, it can be very easy. I used to do string theory before doing law. I can tell you all of this stuff, all of quantum mechanics comes from that one simple equation. And so I want to apply this actually to finding the simplicity in sales and marketing. And also it's a personal story how a lawyer can actually find sales easy, ethical, and fun. Now, most lawyers would rather have root canal. And I think this comes down to the idea that sales is somehow manipulating people to buy what they don't really want. Ideas like caveat emptor, and real professionals don't do that. Well, we have a Texas sales rep. When he had a date 30 years ago, first date, say he did sales, this is what she said. They've been married 26 years. You can change your view of this. Now, lawyers also, I think, don't like sales because it's not what you want to do. You're not trained in it. Do you want to figure that out, that sales process? So let's find the simplicity in sales. And I think what it is simply you never sell. You just don't sell. You build genuine relationships with people, and they get to know you and trust you, and you make friends. Friends help each other. That's what they do. If you like making friends, you can like sales. Now, all of this requires that you think you're doing something valuable. If you do, if you think you help people, well, it's good to tell them. It's a public service announcement. In fact, I think it's unethical not to tell people that they can have help. And by the way, this also inspired the great Tammy Wynette song, Stand By Your Pan. So you got to get out there. But you don't have to eat that. I love cocktail parties, but do what you love and find people you find interesting. Maybe it's Kiwanis, maybe it's a nonprofit board. Just get out there and start meeting the right people. Now, you meet someone great. Okay, how do I sneak in my pitch? Well, as you know, no one likes to be hit with a pitch. You're not selling. What you do is get to know folks. They'll ask what you do. The less you say, the better. Just ask questions, learn what they want. So then they ask what you do. What's your elevator pitch? I don't know what to do with that stuff. I like the ding. But what you are your brand. And so it's really selling yourself. That matters more than what you say. But then I say, think about why do you sleep well at night? How do you help people? It comes down to that again. And also, why do you wake up? What makes you generally excited? And show that passion. And maybe you save people from losing their kids. Okay, well, what about targeting folks, right? Salespeople do that. That doesn't seem right. Is it really ethical to kind of target getting a relationship with the CEO of a company that you like? Well, I would say it's not really targeting that. You're targeting interesting people that you want to get to know. And we all know, we've been in a room and you see that cute girl or boy over there, you make a beeline to them. That's absolutely fine. We all do it if, and only if, the relationship is truly genuine. And so if that person turns out they can't help you, they can't refer folks, hey, that's fine. You have to treat them exactly the same way. Otherwise, there's no integrity, and it does become unethical sales. Okay, so what about that really hard topic of closing the sale? There are all these books of techniques you can memorize, and you're told you have to get used to a lifetime of endless rejection. Well, dating again, right? No, so I think that's not necessary. If you've gotten to understand people and built the relationship, and you can help them, you suggest how you can help them. And if the relationship is right, they just say yes. You've closed the sale. And if they don't say yes, they don't need your help, well, that's not a rejection. Now, of course, some of you may have bigger firms. You may need to get hundreds of clients. Then you're going to need mass marketing techniques. Same idea. You want to build the relationship. Social media is probably a lot better than telesales. That's a whole nother talk. Finally, sorry, I'm from the Bronx. And some folks might say, I don't want to be friends with all my clients. I don't want to go to the jails and meet every inmate. Well, the same techniques apply to meeting those who can refer, the DAs or the parents. And so finally, this stuff is fun. Meet people in person, go have dinner. Can you learn to love sales? Well, if I could finish that, and I did, I think you guys can learn to love sales. Thank you so much for your time.